that's a terrible way to feel.
I know.
And I can tell you, back in the day when I was practicing, one of the things that I was asked to do more than a few times by plastic surgeons was to evaluate a candidate for surgery to say, is this a good candidate for me to be operating on? Because if not, I don't want to do it, because some people are never satisfied. And if this is one of those, tell me now, because I don't want to be dealing with them the rest of my life. And so they would send them to me to be evaluated to see if they had psychological issues that they would, that no matter what the surgery was, no matter how well it went, they would never be satisfied. You're one of those people. If they sent you to me, very likely I would say, she changes something about herself every single day, is obsessed with her appearance, spends 3 hours before she goes to the grocery store. You will never be enough for her. You'll never do enough procedures. The procedures will never be perfect because you're not a perfect surgeon. So you're never going to satisfy her. There's no way in God's earth I would add her to my list. I'm just telling you, you would not be a good candidate because you're seeking perfection rather than excellence, and those are two very different things.
I agree.
And whether you think so or not, surgery is dangerous every time you do it. Every time you go under anesthesia, it's dangerous. Every time you cut, it's dangerous. Every time you go in the hospital, there's sepsis and
even mild procedures. Even mild procedures.
Yeah, mild procedures
Side
are something you
effects,
do on somebody
allergies.
else.
I'm from healthcare. I know what exactly we're talking about.
Don't you ever ask yourself why you're not enough?
No, the way that I feel isn't that I'm not enough or I'm not satisfied with my look. I just feel like I could improve even more. And what could I do to feel even better, to look even better? That is the way I feel.
I have some suggestions about that.
Yes.
You know, I've found that the way to fill yourself up is to give away what you want the most. And if you're having trouble filling yourself up based on skin and hair and weight and all of that, you might try filling yourself up by giving of your heart and your spirit and your soul, where you actually did something where you weren't totally focused on yourself, but you were focused on somebody else.
Yes.
I'll bet you if you broadcast about helping those less fortunate than yourself, you'll see those numbers climb through the roof. Give it a try. Okay? And my advice to you and to her father, who isn't here today, is I think she's very insecure. I think she let bullies get to her when she was in school. She's obviously a very charming young woman, but I would really, really hope that you would try and get her to sit down and talk through that.